Compliments, compliments, compliments. Everybody wants compliments from their fragrances. So I thought I'd jump on the hype train. Hi, I'm Blind In, and I'm not like other fragrance content creators, because I'm blind, and they're not. So carrying on my series from my most complimented fragrances, I have 3 fragrances here, 1 cheap designer, 1 regular designer, and 1 niche, which have all garnered me a huge number of compliments from women. I'd say ladies, but that's not really true of most of the women I know. So the affordable designer fragrance I have that's got me the most compliments from women doesn't really need any introduction, but I'd introduce it anyway. It's this, Dolce and Gabbana, the one for men, Eau de Parfum. If you don't have this, just buy it. It's not that expensive and it's a beautiful fragrance. Opens with some nice citruses, it's got some clary sage in the middle, and there's some amber and some woods in the dry down. It's a classic, it's phenomenal, and it's almost impossible to wear without some woman giving you a compliment. By the way, when I say these fragrances get compliments from women, I'm not saying that every time a woman gets a sniff of me, she drops her drawers and asks me to impregnate her, just that she implies that I smell nice today. This was actually a Christmas present about 1 million years ago. Little did my father know he was giving me the gift of sex. Okay, I'm just joking, but it might have helped a little bit in my courtships. Moving up the price scale ever so slightly, the designer fragrance that's got me a shit ton of compliments recently is a far newer release, and it's this, Ralph's Club New York by Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren? Ralph Lauren? I don't know. Main feature of this is the black, sorry, I seem to have broken the top. Don't remember doing that. Anyway, the main feature of this is the blackcurrant opening. It's lovely. And it's held up and almost enveloped by a beautiful vanilla underneath. There's some lavender and geranium in the middle, which gives it a touch of freshness. And the base is kind of woody with a bit of sage and obviously the vanilla. With a fruity vanilla fragrance like that, you'd imagine you can only really wear it in the winter. But that lavender in the middle just gives it enough freshness to make it wearable most of the year round. Maybe not in the high heat, which is a good thing because we don't have that in this country. This by far is the most complimented by strangers. The other ones I'm talking about usually are compliments from friends, family, colleagues, whatever. This one actually makes strange women from the street talk to me. I'm sorry when I said strange women from the street. I mean strangers who are women and I encounter on the street. Of course, the fact that I'm blind and I just walk straight into them may be the reason they talk to me, but I like to think it's the fragrance. Finally, the niche fragrance in my possession that's garnered me more compliments from women than any of the other fragrances in my collection is this, Room 1015's Wave Child. This, and I'm sure anyone who's tried it will agree, could well be the emperor of summer fragrances. There are a couple of issues that I have. There are a lot of notes in here that I can't pick up, even with my blind nose. The opening is orange, mandarin and lemon. Middle notes are watermelon and coconut. And there's oriental woods and cocoa in the base. However, I can smell watermelon. Really creamy, not too sweet, beautiful watermelon. Maybe a bit of the coconut. Now that's probably just a testament to the blending abilities of the parfumer, but honestly, not much else. A lot of the Americans say that this smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. I've never had one of those, but I'll take their word for it. I reckon it smells a bit like a yogurt I used to eat as a kid. Can't remember which one, maybe a Munch Bunch? Whatever, it's fantastic. The other slight problem I have with this is that the marketing says that it's supposed to evoke the surfing spirit and the wildness of the waves or some shite. And I have no idea how a watermelon Munch Bunch yogurt does that. If you're a surfer and fragrance enthusiast, please let me know. Anyway, so there we have it. Where Dolce and Gabbana, the one, EDP, if you want compliments from women on a budget. It doesn't last very long, but that just means you have to work faster. And this will help with that. Where Ralph's Club New York, if you want strange women to talk to you on the street, and maybe even some normal ones. And where Room 15 Wave Child, if you want to smell so good that you don't care about compliments, you'd be quite happy staying inside and playing with yourself. The next video is going to be about fragrances I've worn that have garnered compliments from both men and women, so follow if that's something you're interested in. Cheers.